welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do a bike review today on this 2020 Indian Challenger. Beautiful bike. So this bike's no longer stock. There's several upgrades on it. So we have a stage 1 air intake kit. We have the Tab Performance BAM sticks with zombie baffles. Bike sounds absolutely incredible. We have the mid-rise Indian handlebars, which for me at 6'4" are absolutely spot on. We also have the quick release sissy bar at the back there with backrest. We have the 16-inch Indian windscreen, so that's controlled by, there's a right there, controller right there. So something you probably don't do up and down too often, but it's nice to have if you want to get a face full of wind. Lower it, you want full protection, bring it right up. It's great. We also have the Saddleman road sofa seat, which looks absolutely awesome. Love the red stitching on there. Okay, we've also added the crash bars on both sides for the saddlebags. It's got a Pinnacle heel shifter. Kuriakin highway pegs. Put those down. Which are very comfortable. Got the Kuriakin spearhead brake pedal. Also a very nice touch. And we have the Eagle Lights 2 LED headlight. Have a bit of a look at the display here. So fobs in the back, has a power button right there. Powers up your display. You have various different rider screens. I don't know all the different settings in here. Ride time, moving time, fuel range, water temperature. Got a map that comes up, kilometer rating, and kilometers to empty. So yeah, also very good. You always know your tire pressure. Okay, let's take this bad boy for a rip. So great display, like I said before here, absolutely beautiful. Lots of info all at your fingertips. It is a touch screen and it works with gloves on, which is wonderful. So there's 3 different ride modes on this bike. There's rain, there's standard, and sport. So we're currently in standard. Feels great. I got lots on the throttle. 4th gear right now, about 2,500 RPM, 80k. Pretty good takeoff power right there. So it's you can just switch this on the fly. Hit the Indian logo. I'm gonna switch it to sport. I go back to the same spot I was before. I'm back to 4th gear, 80k. Let's see the difference. Wow. Noticeable difference. The throttle is a little touchy though. Very sensitive in the sport mode. Switch it back to the standard mode. Just takes a second there. And you know you're back in standard mode once the display goes back to what it was before. There you go. So this windshield does a great job of keeping the wind off of you. I'm just looking above it right now, a couple of inches. Of course you can bring it up. There, now it's all the way up. Now let's get around this guy here. Yeah, lots of jam to pass. Very nice. So with the windshield all the way up like that, it is not the right height for me because the top of the windshield is right in my vision, which is what you don't want. So if I was a couple inches shorter, I could look right through it. So I'm going to drop it down a bit, right to there. I feel the difference a little bit on my helmet with the wind. So I'm going to put it right there, and I'm just looking just above it, which is the way I like it, which is the way the windshield is on my road glide. So this feels real good. So this exhaust just purrs. Sounds wonderful. So the cruise control on this bike is on the right side. You push it, and then we have the left to set, right to resume. So there we go, it's now set. Got it set at about 110. A little bit of backfire there, sounds great though. Smooth in the turns. Beautiful. Well, we made her. What a ride, what a bike. I love it, I absolutely love it. Tons of power, tons of torque. Rides like a dream, honestly does. The suspension is adjusted just right for my weight. I went down a rough road on purpose, Highway 26 out here, which I've ridden on my bike. It's rough. Didn't feel rough at all on this bike. Lots of power on the throttle, even on standard. I didn't try the rain mode. I guess that really turns down the torque and the power, but I tried standard for about 90% of the trip, and I had the performance for about 10% of the time, which is very, very impressive. So, question is, would a Harley guy switch to an Indian? Would this Harley guy switch to an Indian? Before I give you my answer, let me give you a couple of things I don't like, and then many things I do. So the things I don't like about this bike, number one, I shouldn't say I don't like, I am still not a fan of the front end compared to my road glide. I think my road glide is looks a little bit better, but to each their own, right? I don't really like a single headlight. I like the dual headlight in my Road Glide. This is a real nice touch. These running lights looks very nice. So that's just my own personal opinion. On the operational end, a couple of things I don't like are the following. We have a one switch signal, the old style. Okay, on the Harley we have one on each side. I like that way better. Because I was so used to that, I accidentally one time, so we have the cruise on this side, I want the signal right and I hit resume, bike lurched. To me that's dangerous, so I prefer the signals one on each side. Speaking of the cruise control, I'm also not a fan of the cruise control on the right side. Harley has theirs on the left, and I think that's a better place to have it, for your left hand is stationary, is not moving. It's real easy on my Harley, on my Road Glide, to push that button to set the cruise. Over here, when you set the cruise, you push the button down and then to the left. Meanwhile, your hand is on the throttle. So I found that trying to set the cruise, I tended to lurch a little bit. So that's what I don't like. Another minor thing I don't like, although this display is absolutely stunning and beautiful, which is going to be one of my positives. A negative to me is this kind of 1980s style display that we have over here and over here. That one is not too bad, but to me this one it's a little bit old-fashioned. So, but again, that's just very minor stuff. So what do I like about this bike? Man, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things. First and foremost, performance. It's got a ton of jam, 120 horse, and you can really feel every one of them as you're riding. Speaking of riding, the ride itself on the bike is very, very good. I went over some rough roads, and man, it rides like a Cadillac. What else do I like? I like the adjustable windscreen. Again, you probably wouldn't use it a whole lot. You probably set it just once, but it's nice to be able to have the option to lower it all the way down, get some wind in your face, bring it all the way up if it's raining, to keep the rain off you. So that's a great feature. I love the display, like I said before. Okay, so I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but all I know is there's a ton of info there. I'm sure you can change all these widgets around. You can go just to a map. This is for connecting your phone. Oops, it shut off on me there. Okay, so all the different widgets, all the different modes there. Pretty cool, I really like that. This tap, this exhaust on here, this tap performance. The zombie baffle sounds absolutely heavenly. So yeah, it's a beautiful bike. It's a beautiful bike. So the question is, would I replace my bike with this bike? Straight swap. I like my bike. You know, I'm still a Harley guy at heart. I love Road Glides, period. So if Mike were to offer me a straight trade mine for his, I wouldn't take it. No offense. Would I buy this bike in the future? Probably yes. It's that good. It's not going to be HD for me forever. I would love to have several bikes, and if I could afford several bikes, this one would be in my stable without a doubt. It's a great bike. So, and then just finally, so how do I rate this bike out of a 10? Solid 9 out of 10. Indian, you've done a great job. This is a beautiful bike, and I would consider buying one of these. So that's it. That wraps it up for today. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, please leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you'd like to. Hit the notification bell so you get updated whenever I post a new video. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the next review. We'll see you then.